y'all. I was trying to wait to the end, but we got here quicker. Why do y'all feel like women should be equals? That is my problem with feminists. Why do you want to be equal to a man?
It's resentment.
Why would you? I want to let them answer.
Good, because we have some. Who identifies as a feminist on the panel?
These two.
Okay. That two. You guys don't identify as feminists? No, I know you have some conservative views.
No, very conservative.
No.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Okay.
These two.
I literally conservative.
Is that a conservative amount of cleavage?
Okay.
That wasn't a very conservative titty shape.
You guys can go ahead answer.
Okay, I don't think women and men are equal in everything. I think that there's some aspects of society that should be a little bit more fair. But that's basically it. Like, I just want those aspects in society where I'm like, hey, you know, like we talked about the shoulds earlier. Hey, you know what? I think men and women should both be responsible for their children. That's what I believe in.
So you're not a whole feminist. You're like a cherry picker. You wanna pick what you want to be a feminist about. Because being a feminist means you want it to be equal. You want men and women. We want equals. I want equals
where it should be. That's where I'm about. I'm like the shoulds.
Yeah,
where
like
should
equity.
society go?
Yeah, but that's like doing equal. That's like sharing a group project with a retard, right? Like if you think about it, it's been thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and you women have still not produced one genius, one Plato, Socrates, Pythagoras, zero. It's been thousands of years. We don't want to do the group project anymore. All right, get out of our group.
All right, what about you? For the feminist question, why do you want things to be equal?
Yeah,
I want things to be equitable. There's like the difference between like equal feminism or like liberal feminism, and there's also like other feminists that argue for equity, like from each according to their ability to each according to their need. And I think I see more compelling reasons for women to have the same amount of status that like men enjoy in society than I see like cons against it.
But for military, you guys don't even have to do 5 fucking pull-ups. Bro, you ain't saving no one's life. We're not taking you in a combat role. You can't do 1 fucking pull-up and you're still considered soldier girl. If anything, go be a human shield. We don't need you in the fucking military. You can't do 1 pull-up and they're a Navy SEAL now. Bro, we're not doing that quality shit. You're getting us killed out there.
Pushing. A lot of positions in the military are paper pushing. If you're going to talk about like Navy SEAls and the elite for like physical stuff, like yeah, that should be men or whatever, but that's what I'm talking about, equity. Like
you see my problem with feminism?
To be fair,
y'all can't even really agree on what the fuck feminism is.
Feminism claims to have like that all feminists agree. There's like lots of different types of feminists.
Just like gay shit. We need broken down into subsectors.
The only reason here's the truth.
Should be in the workforce.
Let me finish one more because I have a cocaine brain and it's wearing off.
Man of God, truly.
The only reason I've ever hired women to work for me, right? I know. Is the same reason any man hires a woman, right? Is to not look sexist so we can get a bigger brand deal. That's the only reason. It's like a diversity thing, right? That's why I'm staying with the Asian guy, because they say I hate Asian people. They're on to me, so I chill with them, makes me look better.
So you hire incompetent employees just for diversity reasons?
For the brand deal.
I don't millions of dollars. Brand deals with the shit you've said. Like, let's be honest, you've been canceled on any platform. Like, why are you saying you're hiring women for it?
I don't have a Twitch. I don't have an Instagram. We could go all day.
Yeah, so why are you talking about diversity hires if you don't have any platforms?
I could be banned off every platform. He's trolling, but he's actually be bigger than her.
He's trolling. He actually brings up a good point. Same thing. I'm banned off of YouTube and Twitch and most of these platforms. I want to ask you a personal question for the two feminists. You've been on the show a lot. You've been around on a lot of these podcasts. Why do you think your stream hasn't popped off yet?
I barely stream. Barely started streaming.
But
no. Here, I'll answer.
Last time you came on the show was months ago, and you said you were going to start live streaming like you don't have a job.
Okay.
What are you doing all day?
No, I have another job. I just don't want to say it publicly. Not because it's shameful, but because I want to end up working in corporate America, and I don't want people to start sending these podcasts to like a corporation.
That's why you're sucking?
Why do you think that your stream hasn't popped off yet?
The last time I was on the show, I wasn't trying to become a live streamer. I only like recently decided that in the last couple of weeks. So my show hasn't popped off yet because I literally haven't had the time to like start that career yet.
Sure.
That's it.
It's not that much time. It's like a couple hours a day. I mean, the harsh
I said weeks though. I'm talking like it takes like how long did it take for you to build your platform? You were on YouTube for years, dude.
Yeah, no, I started live streaming.
How long did it take before you got your like
live streaming? I started live streaming 1 year ago.
You started live streaming after you already established a YouTube career though. So that took years in the making, and then
she's right. You're not like me who did. He's not like me who did 500,000 views overnight on my first day with no game release. Okay. I just exhaled in a microphone. But your Cope podcast, keep it going.
Right.
You guys will.
The harsh realization is like, even though you guys are good at arguing and everything, you're going to slowly realize that the only value you really add is arguing with men. is breaking us down. Is like combating your point.
Low key
is asking questions and going here and arguing with us.
low key eating
The harsh realization is like when you actually stream on your own, if you don't have your titties out or there's no OnlyFans funnel, if you're not extremely attractive, nobody's gonna want to watch you. Like women are gonna want to watch it.
Arguing with men is the same as like breaking them down. You think that like women trying to like challenge you and debate you is breaking you down?
There's no chance that any of us here would ever talk to you about this extensively if it was not being monetized. No chance. There's no chance. What am I saying that's wrong? Like,
Wait, no,
nobody in here would engage with you for this long.
You're the foil characters to make us look smart.
Do you think I really want to sit here for hours and argue why the exception is not the rule?
Same
like
here.
for hours and hours. It's content.
Same here.
It's never going to happen.
Content. I don't disagree with you.
But the whole point is you're never going to be able to do your own stream. Without this, you just have to argue with men.
Whoa. I've done my own streams before, but I just want to bring up the fact that I think it's funny that you're saying like, oh, I'm trying to like break down men, when earlier I've been saying, and in my previous appearances too, hey, I think men are capable. I think men should be responsible, and they're capable of being responsible. Like, hey, I think men have it worse in social media than women do. And yet I'm the one breaking down men, while you guys are the ones being like, oh no, like if he's a deadbeat, like it's a woman's fault, instead of talking about shoulds and how men are capable human beings.
But why?
So who's pushing men down?
But why waste what's left of your IQ criticizing the gender that's killing themselves? Why don't you criticize your gender who never kills themselves?
I criticize
You guys have no
Women attempt
problems.
suicide more often than men. They're just not, but they're just not as successful.
I don't care.
How are you guys bad at that? Bad at everything else? You can't even delete yourself properly. Get the job done.
No, I criticize both. I don't try to shield one gender from the other.
He's joking.
I'm just joking.
Like,
But I mean, that's the bigger point, is that like you're only going to be able to add value when we roast you or when your arguments get debunked. But like when you sit there alone and there's no men around to go and just like nag at, nobody's going to want to watch
Why
it.
do you invite female guests on your stream then?
Because it's content. It's easy.
But do you think they add value to your content?
It's funny when they get made fun of or they say stupid
do you think they
stuff.
add value to your
Adding
content?
value by not knowing 3 countries, if that's value, then sure. But like, it's just funny.
But I don't think that's what you invite women on your stream to do.
Yeah, it is.
Name countries, really? Wouldn't you say, what, like, why?
Because it's fun. It's funny for the men to watch it and be like, "Yo, this is what women are actually like."
so if you didn't have women, would you still provide value?
Yeah, I streamed today without a woman. It's just me talking to my camera.
Great. I've also streamed without talking to men.
How's it going?
It goes pretty well. I just haven't done it consistently because I have another job.
There are women streamers who are successful.
And they have titties out.
No, there's some that don't.
Pokemon doesn't have her
Denims does political
Who do you
content.
think watches Pokemon?
I don't know.
Do you think Pokemon's funny?
I don't know who that is.
But you said Pokemon, like,
I don't
you like
even-
the
I didn't
booby
know who you
streamers,
were
but here's
or
an
him.
example of a female
Right,
streamer who's
she's basically the girlfriend replacement for all these dudes. This lonely Sims who just watch it. Pokemon's not funny.
You
She's
were
not
saying that she
entertaining.
has to get in her attraction or like attention through like
boobs,
like being a booby streamer, but Pokemon dresses modestly.
Well, for her
and she gets
followers,
thousands of concurrents on her stream.
here's how you explain it. Compare her follower count to any channel that's male on her level. She's the lowest viewers.
Yeah, how does
literally 1,000 dudes, even with less followers, have higher viewer count.
He was saying
she's like at the bottom.
You're showing her what?
I think it's kind of interesting that you're like, oh, well, if you're not appealing to men or whatever, then you have like no views. But you guys appeal to men also. You guys give the best friend experience. You guys give the, oh, look, if you work out,
No,
like,
I
you'll feel
don't.
better.
I've been saying for years, I hate my chat. They're ATMs and I take their money.
Okay, either way, you give some sort of bro experience. That's what people watch you for. That's all of social media are parasocial relationships.
Yeah, but
That's
we're
it.
not.
If somebody is watching you, it's because they think you're entertaining and you're providing some
But
sort
we're
of value
not
to them.
arousing them and manipulating their sexual reproductive parts for money, like you hookers. We're not doing that. We're just
manipulating
homies.
their loneliness. You're manipulating literally how lonely they are, how they don't have friends to go outside in real life. So they watch you to get the secondhand experience of broness.
No, because it's funny.